right, so my name is Michael DeLu, and I've been a Chelsea fan since 2010. Before I get into the video, I just want to let you guys know to give this video a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel and join the Pull Up to Take community. With that being said, keep that blue flag flying high. London is blue. London is blue. London will always be blue, okay? With that being said, all right, so yesterday, the Champions League came back. Well, no, not yesterday. Tuesday, the Champions League came back. Chelsea played on Wednesday against Borussia Dortmund for the first time in the Champions League. We played our first leg of the round of 16 matchup against them, and we lost 1-0. Before I get into the game, I actually want to say one thing, and that one thing is I don't want to see anyone saying Graham Potter out. And in the past, I want to say since October, or whenever the losing streak started. I want to say November. The losing streak started in November before the World Cup. We were just, a terrible run of form, and I think that it's kind of been overblown. Like, okay, like I know, even before I get into who some of the YouTubers that are saying this or saying that or whatever the case may be, I want to say that yesterday was the first time. Yesterday was the very first time that Graham Potter picked a starting 11 that I was genuinely pleased with. I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is exactly who we need to be playing, exactly in one position. The only person that I could honestly say that I was just a little skeptical about was Kai Havertz. But again, Kai Havertz has played against Borussia Dortmund out of the most out of any of the players that we have on our roster, because obviously he came from the Bundesliga or whatever the case may be. So I wasn't really too concerned with that, or why did he pick him? But the whole notion, I don't want to see Potter out, all that shit, because if for those people who are saying that shit, it's clearly that you're media based or driven or narrative based, person that's trying to push this. First of all, I have always been and my main thing with Graham Potter is we've won so much. We've won so much and had so many successful seasons of winning and trophies that I think we can bear one. I think we can bear one if it's not, but as long as we continue to see progress in the right direction, which me personally, I feel like we are seeing. So the notion that Graham Potter deserves absolutely zero blame. At the end of the day, Graham Potter does not lace up his boots and does not get on the pitch. Graham Potter doesn't do any of that. Graham Potter selects his team, and then issues out the assignments and gives them direction that he best can do. So yesterday's performance is not on Graham Potter. Anyone who says otherwise is stupid, okay? Anyone who says otherwise is stupid. And I'm continuously seeing improvement. And at the end of the day, what people seem to be failing to understand is, bro, the goal we let up in yesterday's game was our second goal in 5 games, man. Our defense is solid. Our defense is compact. Our defense, but I understand, obviously, we have in the past, 3-4 months, I've seen how toxic our fan base is, how disgustingly entitled they are. It's just absolutely disgusting, and it doesn't help when you have channels like Eunice Talks Football. He talks football, and I read a lot of his comments. I'm a big fan of his, but some of the stuff that he says, where he's just insists that Graham Potter is this, Graham Potter is that, Graham Potter, and then he offers so many incredible solutions, quote unquote. But it's bro, you're not a football manager. You're not on the pitch with these dudes every single. Yeah, he went to a training session, but it's bro, the notion that Graham Potter needs to leave. It's bro, at the end of the day, Graham Potter deserves blame for selecting players that don't perform. But when he selects a strong 11, which I think everyone is content with who he selected with, then what? Who deserves the blame? The players. The players deserve the blame. In the Tuchel situation earlier this season, the players deserve some of the blame too. Look, at the end of the day, and even Thomas Tuchel said it himself, we have the same problems because we have the same players. We are getting rid of our old players. Later this season, late in the beginning of next season, a lot of the players that we have now on the won't even be on the bench. Kovacic is probably leaving. Ziyech is probably leaving. Pulisic is probably leaving. A lot of players will not be here next season. We're get in with the new and out with the old. At the end of the day, the only keep Graham Potter. Graham Potter is not the issue. The team needs to gel. The team needs more time, and the team needs to find their form. Simple as that. Okay. The only way I say get rid of Graham Potter is if Liverpool fires Jurgen Klopp at the end of the season. Oh, if that happens, please, by all means, grab him up. If not, we're just gonna have to ride it out with him. And I think things will like brighter days are ahead. Like I just realistically cannot see this team staying like this for an entire season. Like it's not. No. But anyways, more proof that it's not Graham Potter is the team was set up perfectly. Aside from Kai Havertz, we have 52% possession to Dortmund's 48% possession. We had 21 shots to their 14, and we had 8 shots on target to their 2 shots on target. Okay, in the first half, I could easily tell, not easily tell the game plan, but it was quite obvious what the game plan was. We dropped back into our defensive line. And we're going to play counterattacking football, which we did. And it's not the Premier League to where you need to win the match in the very first half. Like this is 2 legs of a Champions League round of 16. 2 legs. That was the first half of 1 leg. And that same strategy that Graham Potter used in yesterday's game, I've seen some of the best managers in the world use that exact same strategy. So I don't want any again, and I'm a very optimistic person when it comes to Chelsea because I genuinely, I don't know about everyone else, I genuinely believe in Todd Bowley and Badat Egbali and Clear Lake Capital because I live in Los Angeles. I'm going to emphasize this. I live in Los Angeles, California, home of the Los Angeles Dodgers, which Todd Bowley owns. I have literally seen them transform the Dodgers into a perennial powerhouse. The Dodgers are one of the best teams in the MLB every single year, and they're going to do the exact same thing at Chelsea, okay? I believe in Todd Bowley. I believe in Graham Potter, okay? I never wavered. I never have wavered, okay? Exactly what Graham Potter did. I've seen some of the best coaches in the world do this thing. Tuchel did it. Mourinho did it. Guardiola has done it. And in the second half, we pushed up our lines, and our fullbacks got involved in the attack, and they were making overlapping runs and connecting with our wingers. And that's why we created chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, man. We created so many chances. It is just so unlucky. It's tragic that we didn't score a goal. It's oh my God, it's so frustrating. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So no one can tell me that you're not confident that if we replicate that same performance at home, we won't win the game. Let's keep it 1,000. Like I just hate the most. Like sometimes when I watch, like, oh my gosh, man, some of these YouTubers are so toxic. Like the fact that they have massive platforms and they spew some of the rubbish that they spew. It's just really worrying because. You know what? I'm not even gonna take any attacks to anyone or whatever the case may be, because in the future I do want to work with some of these guys. So, you know what? I'm gonna just leave it. But my thoughts on the game is, once again, we defended well. The fact that Kareem, and his name is not Kareem Adeyemi, his name is Kareem Adeyemi. He's Nigerian, just like me. Kareem Adeyemi, not Adeyemi. Adeyemi. The fact that he was able to score on our corner is probably one of the most Chelsea things I've ever seen in my life. And I wonder exactly who instructed Enzo Fernandez to be positioned where he was positioned in the set piece, because I would have more rather a defender or somebody with more pace like Mykhailo Mudryk. I definitely feel like if that was Mudryk would have been able to catch him and stop him. But again, for majority of outside of that, that's literally the only negative from the game, and that's so football, because one lapse of judgment can flip the game on its side. For most of the game, we put in a spirited performance. João Felix was sensational. And this is easily. I'm surprised that it's him though. João Felix is easily the most exciting player most exciting attacking player we've signed since Eden Hazard has left. It's no questions asked. João Felix is incredible. Chelsea need to right now be talking to Atletico about selling. Like, who do you guys want? What price do you want? And we'll throw in a player to decrease that price, because the Chelsea need to do every single thing in their power. Every single thing in their power to keep João Felix. He is fucking incredible. But again, our same struggles reared its ugly head. We weren't able to put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, João Felix had 2 opportunities to score in the first half that were incredible, that I feel like, one of them hit the post. One of them hit the post and one of them sailed over the bar. He had a couple shots where he shot it directly at the keeper. Koulibaly's chance was cleared at the line by Emery Can. I mean, you can't. Some of these things you just can't make up. Like, it's literally some of the most unlucky shit I've seen in a long time. But what I will say, it was again, we picked a strong starting 11. And one thing I will say that has happened for the first time, that it hasn't happened in a long time, is the fact that we had our best fullback starting. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time Ben Chilwell. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the last time Ben Chilwell and Reece James started together in a meaningful match was probably, I want to say, my birthday, 2021, against Juve, when we dominated them in the Champions League, the group stage, when we beat them 4-0. That's when Ben Chilwell went off with a torn ACL. But it was really, really good to finally see them starting together, because I'm telling you, man, Chelsea are at their best when Ben Chilwell and Reece James are the starting backs, or starting either wing backs or the starting fullbacks. That is when Chelsea are at their best. No questions asked. Chelsea are at their best when Reece James and Ben Chilwell are starting together. Cucurella, oh my God. I don't even know what to say about that dude. Thiago Silva and Kalidou Koulibaly. Koulibaly actually played one of the best games I've seen him play all season. And at times, I know the fan base has been really skeptical of him and just wondered, like, what exactly is going on, because this is not the player this is not the Serie A's best. Like, this is not who we bought. Like, he's not that. But he played a really good game. Enzo and Ruben were good. Enzo was unlucky not to see his shot get saved. Ruben was good. The only person I can honestly say who could have been better was Mykhailo Mudryk. At times, he was a little sloppy with the ball and trying to do too much. But João Felix was great. Hakim Ziyech was good. Even Kai was good, but he could have been better. I think the only downside, or only thing that I wish we would have seen, is David Datro Fofana play. I think he deserves. I mean, I think we've kind of already seen what Kai Havertz offers as the lone striker, and it's not necessarily it. And it's kind of hilarious that Kai Havertz continues to get game and a run of form and run time as striker, when he said repeatedly that is not who he is, that is not what he does best. But so I'm just like, why not actually play David Datro Fofana? Because we don't have Armando Broja, who's out because of he tore his ACL. We no longer have Aubameyang, and it's funny how some people are just like in and out, flopping back and forth about Aubameyang. I personally feel like he should have been playing, and he should be the starting striker. But hey, everyone else feels otherwise. Whatever the case may be. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it was only leg one. If Chelsea play anywhere as good as what they played against Borussia Dortmund in Borussia, in Germany, I think we win the game. I believe that Chelsea will make it to the next round. I don't see Chelsea not being able to score like that again. No, I just don't. I realistically don't see that happening. We're carving Dortmund up. If we win at the bridge next in the second leg, 3-0, 2-0, please don't be surprised. And, and again, this fan base, the Chelsea fan base is, oh my God. When I go to Eunice Talks Football, when I go to Football Therapy, when I go to Blue Lions TV, man, some of the comments from the Chelsea fans are just, you could just see and read the entitlement and just God forbid we have one bad season. God forbid we have one bad season out of the last time we even had a comparable season was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. The 2015-2016 season was one of the worst seasons I've seen as a Chelsea fan. That was 7 years ago. God forbid we have a season like that. all hell breaks loose and everyone wants to act like we haven't had so many injuries. We haven't bought in so many new players. We didn't get a new coach. Come on now, like let's please y'all be realistic. Be realistic. Like how many managers can produce better? And then I see Eunice say 2 wins out of 14. Okay, but they haven't all been losses. They haven't all been draw. Like it's not like we lost 12 games and only won. Like come on now, let's be realistic. Yo guys, I see so many people saying, "Oh, the standard at Chelsea, the standard at Chelsea." This is not a normal season. This is not a normal season. We're just gonna have to take this game by game, week by week. Okay, we're playing Southampton this Saturday, and I will react to that game as soon. I will try and react to the game as soon as it ends. I'm literally trying to grow my footprint amongst the Chelsea community. With that being said, my name is Michael DeLue. Keep that blue flag flying high. London is blue. London is blue. London will always be fucking blue. All right. With that being said, I'm out this bitch.